it's no doubt a historical visit of Prime Minister to Ukraine. Since we got our independence, Prime Minister never visited Ukraine, and it's for the first time his travel, and especially during the wartime. I very much appreciate that we have such precise and concrete discussion between two leaders. India will use all of possible means just to support the peace-building process in Ukraine. Prime Minister kindly invited my president to visit India, and I'm looking forward that it's happen maybe by the end of this year. First of all, it's no doubt a historical visit of Prime Minister to Ukraine. As you know, since we got our independence, Prime Minister never visited Ukraine, and it's for the first time his travel, and especially during the wartime, which actually demonstrate the solidarity with Ukraine and the support to Ukraine in a peace-building process. I very much appreciate that we have such precise and concrete discussion between two leaders about how we are going to achieve the stable peace and in Ukraine, and how to find a resolution in the ongoing war, Russia's against Ukraine. Actually, the visit and the follow-up of the visit, it's very important for the both sides, because we see the not only interest from the Indian public, but in Ukraine as well. We had a lot of discussion around this visit, and a lot of experts now analyzing the visit. And of course, it will have the great implication on a boost of our cooperation. As you know, one of the crucial document which we have is a joint statement, which is covered all of the domains of our current cooperation, and to show to us the clear perspective for the future. So again, it's a great visit, which been in a focus, and not only in Ukraine and India. It's widely discussed in the world as well, because after that the Prime Minister had the discussion with President Biden, and we as well see the interaction between the Indian government and our European partners. So I would like just to quote from the Prime Minister that the India will use all of possible means just to support the peace-building process in Ukraine. So with that, we are happy that India, which is no doubt the global leader, I don't like too much, just to tell it, just to frame it, India as a leader of the global South, because the role of the India is much bigger. As a potential member of the Security Council in the United Nations, we expecting that India will play a more active role in this process. I should actually split the discussion which we had between our leaders on a two-part. It's about the peace-building process in Ukraine, and the another one is bilateral cooperation. Before this visit, with our Indian colleague from the government, it was quite intensive discussion. What is the plan for the future? And I'm quite happy that we actually have in a joint statement the clear political guidance for the both sides. Just it will be not worth to mention is that it was commonly agreed that Ukraine and India will work together to enhance our cooperation on a level of strategic partnership, which means a lot because we have the very traditional economic tie with India, the political interaction between our countries and Ukraine as the member of United Nations, and India as well as a member of United Nations can join the or to make some joint venture, I should say, in this particular sphere, because the peace formula of President Zelenskyy, it's not about just war in Ukraine. It's about the main principles, and we have no actually double meaning or reading between our countries what does it mean. So it's one particular frame when we are discussing about joint statement. The another one, it's a clear indication about what we are going to achieve in the economic sphere. Ukraine, very well known as a breadbasket of the Europe, and our export to India, especially sunflower oil or some other agriculture product, it was on a certain level very much valued in India, and not only in the region as well. But we still have the window of opportunity for the both countries, because we can be more cooperative in some high technology spheres. Ukraine has a lot of experience right now, and despite of the war, we are ready, to share this experience with our Indian partners. First of all, it's in a military technical cooperation, because in the previous years, the Ukraine was one of the biggest supplier of the spare parts for the existing equipment, which used by Indian armed forces. But as well, we have the new equipment in the Ukrainian armed forces. We are leading nation now in the production of some drones, which can be used not only for the military purpose, but for the agriculture as well. So a lot of things which we can do together. And the another sphere is space research. We already had our contribution from the Ukrainian side in a very successful lunar mission, which happened last year. But it's still the area where we can have the more interaction between our scientists. So people-to-people relation. I am quite happy that finally we become to the more systematic interaction, and we, as you know, we signed the cultural exchange program for the next 4 years. So all of these things will be definitely implementing. Now it's a question how to implement. Based on my previous experience on my positions in the Ukrainian government, it's always the challenge for the both sides, because it should be nice, all of this political declaration, but without the implementation, it's just what we want to achieve, but definitely we need to have the clear plan for the both sides. It's actually what we are doing right now in the Ukrainian embassy together with our Indian colleague. The meeting between two leaders should have some practical implication. On a peace discussion. We are quite happy that before this meeting, India demonstrated their leading role and took place in all of the meetings on the level of the NSA, which actually been the preparatory stage for the peace summit, which we held together in Switzerland this year. And now it's absolutely logical that NSA will travel to the country with whom we need to talk in a term of preparation to the next peace summit. As you know, Russia rejected the invitation for the next summit. So we should put our common effort to convince them that they need to take place in a summit. And of course, we are very much happy that India is sharing with us the main basic principle, which will be in a main stream of the summit, how to achieve the fair peace and stability in Europe. I hope that my president, in his discussion with the Prime Minister, convinced him to play a more major role as a leading nation in such negotiation, peace negotiation. Unfortunately, we haven't the India in a list of the countries who signed the final communique after the summit in Switzerland, but it's still the open opportunity, to join in some way, because it's again about the main principles like the nuclear security or food security, which is quite important for this region. The next summit, we hope that India will again take part in a very senior level. We will be very much happy if Prime Minister will find a time to travel to this summit and personally to take part in a discussion on the site of the summit and directly to the main session of the summit, because his voice are very much respectful in the world. The role of the India again in the world is very important. It's not about the war in Ukraine. It's about the general stability in the world. We have the ongoing conflict on the Middle East, and as I know definitely that India as well moderating the process, or at least India present during the peace negotiation. So with that, we will be very much happy if India will play the more active role in the moderating of the discussion, in the moderating of the peace negotiation, because India has the very good relationship with both countries. So taking into account that, we expecting that India should have the more strong position and more clear plan for the peace building process in Ukraine and in another area around the world. One of the main outcome from this visit that the Prime Minister kindly invited my president to visit India, and I'm looking forward that it's happen maybe by the end of this year. We will be happy to see the President Zelenskyy here, because it will be another step forward in our bilateral relationship, and it will be the great opportunity for the both leaders to spend a little bit more time on a discussion about the peace building process around the world. One of the main outcome from this visit that the Prime Minister kindly invited my president to visit India, and I'm looking forward that it's happen maybe by the end of this year. We will be happy to see the President Zelenskyy here, because it will be another step forward in our bilateral relationship, and it will be the great opportunity for the both leaders to spend a little bit more time on a discussion about the peace-building process around the world. Unfortunately, the visit of Prime Minister to Ukraine was relatively short because of the security issues. But here in India, we can have more time, and I definitely know that President Zelenskyy is very much keen to visit India. He never been here.
Right. So, Excellency, you're confirming that by the end of the year, we can expect President Zelenskyy in India.
Yeah, it's. I need to quote the joint statement. It will be in a convenient time for the both sides.